Hey you! Hope you're doing well today. First off, let's see if I can turn this thing around. Well, look at all these seagulls that are right in front of me. Isn't that crazy? They're just chilling there. But anyway, I wanted to run a quick idea by you that's been serving me pretty well. And I want you to start sort of imagining your life as a video game. Yeah? So, if you think about it, when you play a video game, you don't associate yourself with the character too deeply. Unless you're playing it all the time, right? And you're like, oh my god, I got to level 10, and you go and tell your friends, right? But it doesn't affect your actual self-worth because you know you're the person outside of that video game, right? So, for example, say here, real life, in this video game, you maybe lost your job, maybe lost your house, lost your wife, husband, etc. Is that going to make you lower your self-worth of yourself? And if it does, what that means is you have self-identified so much with the masks that the system has told you to wear that it has infected your actual soul. Because you're not your mask, you're not your religion, your political affiliation, your race, your sexual orientation, right? I mean, if the more labels you put on consciousness, the further away it gets from oneness, right? So say, for example, it's like, I'm a Democrat. Oh, now I'm a Republican. Oh, I'm gay. Oh, no, I'm bisexual, right? So you keep adding one, your oneness, right? And then Democrat, 2. Homosexual, 3. Catholic. You see? And it keeps going. And that's the idea of the labels that the system tells you to wear, you know? It just gives you more options to choose from. And the more options that you choose, the less you realize that you're one with everything. So enlightenment really is the destruction of all of those labels and realizing that you're none of them. So once you become nothing, you become everything, right? And once that destruction of self-identity occurs, right, that's like maybe a midlife crisis, or the universe hits you so hard that you have to let go of all these labels because it hurts so much to keep holding on to them, right? So once you let go of all these labels and you just surrender, right, you realize, like, I am my neighbor. You see another person and you're like, I am another you. I'm just you having another experience. You start not being so divided from other beings. Even these seagulls over here, right? I'm those seagulls too. Maybe not, well, I don't know, they're advanced in their own way. You know, they have their own perspective. But, I mean, I love those seagulls because they're just another version of me, right? And if I had some food, I would give it to them, because if I put myself in their shoes or in their paws, I don't know what you call those things, you know, I would like to be helped if somebody was in the position to do so. So it's just a notion of separating yourself from your video game character, because if you identify so much with it, if you identify too much with it, it separates you from everything else. And once you become separated, that's when you can spear other people without having empathy, right? And when you lose yourself of empathy towards others, that's when you can become cruel. That's when wars happen. That's when, you know, I mean, say somebody at war was, I don't know, executing someone, was in charge of executing someone. And then all of a sudden, instead of having like maybe a Middle Eastern mask right? Um, they take it off right when they decapitated its head, right? Her head, and they realize, oh, wait a minute, that was my dad. Oh, wait a minute, that was my sister. Oh, wait a minute, that was me, right? So, why are we demonizing other labels? They're just labels. They're just experiences that weren't even chosen by us. They were given to us. They were programmed into us, right? I mean, if you grow up Muslim, they tell you to hate Jewish people. If you grow up, I don't know, Democrat, they tell you to oppose Republicans. If so you're more prone to choose certain labels that you're surrounded with, right? I mean, if you were born a clean slate in the Middle East, you would most likely grow up to be a Muslim. But if you were born in, say, the US, as a clean slate, as that same clean slate, aka consciousness, aka without the labels, aka everything that we are once we're born, right? Before they start labeling us with all kinds of BS, right? You would have grown up Christian, right? And oh no, we're supposed to not like those people because they don't believe the same things that we do, right? Can we like grow up now? Can we grow up now? Like, stop. I feel the same that you do. If you cut somebody's arm off, they feel the same that if they cut your own arm off. So how about we practice a little bit of empathy? How about we practice a little bit of self-love? And by self-love, I mean love thy neighbor, because they are you, experiencing another version of you. And shouldn't we celebrate that instead of demonize it? So, just my 2 cents on the matter, but I thought it would maybe help you out a little bit and maybe not feel so disconnected from the world and disconnected from yourself. The more labels you put on yourself, the more disconnected you are from yourself. So start peeling those off, They're not serving you. I mean, if they are, and they make you feel good, right? Okay, right? But most of these labels, they make you feel guilty, don't they? So, anyway, much love. Love you so much. Sending you a big hug. Hope this resonates. And keep being you. Keep being you. Love you. Bye.